Have you ever noticed that lottery winners almost always go broke, while self-made millionaires can lose everything and earn it all back in a year? It's not luck. It's their money blueprint. Your mind actually has a financial setting stamped into your subconscious. This is the core concept of Secrets of the Millionaire Mind. The author argues that if your subconscious is set to struggle, you will fail no matter how hard you try. But if you reset that blueprint to success, wealth becomes natural. Here are the 10 lessons to master the inner game of wealth. Lesson 1. Roots create fruits. If you want to change the visible, you must first change the invisible. Imagine a tree. The fruits on the tree represent your results, your bank account, your net worth. If you don't like the fruit, if they are too small or taste bad, what do most people do? They focus on the fruit. They try to work harder. But Ecker says this is useless. You can't change the fruit that is already hanging there. To change the fruits, you have to change the roots. Your thoughts lead to feelings. Your feelings lead to actions, and your actions lead to results. If you are broke, it is not a money problem. Being broke is just a symptom of what is going on underground. Fix the root, your mindset, and the fruit will fix itself. Lesson 2. Rich people play the money game to win. Poor people play the money game to not lose. In sports, if a team plays strict defense for the entire game, what are the odds they will win? Near zero. Yet, this is how most people play the game of money. Their primary goal is security and survival, not wealth and abundance. Rich people play to win. They aim for massive wealth. Poor people aim for paying the bills. Ecker teaches the law of intention. If your goal is to be comfortable, chances are you'll never be rich. But if your goal is to be rich, chances are you'll end up mighty comfortable. You get what you aim for. Stop playing defense and start playing offense. Lesson 3. Rich people admire other rich people. You cannot become what you resent. When you see a guy in a Lamborghini drive past, what is your first thought? Do you think, wow, good for him? Or do you think, what a show-off? Ecker identifies this as a major block. If you view wealthy people as bad, greedy, or evil, you can never become wealthy yourself because you don't want to be a bad person. You have to reprogram this. Practice the Huna philosophy. Bless that which you want. If you see someone with a beautiful home, bless them and bless the home. If you resent them, you are subconsciously telling your brain to keep you far away from that level of success. Lesson 4. Rich people think big. Your income will be in direct proportion to the value you deliver according to the marketplace. Most people choose to play small because of fear. They feel unworthy or they are afraid of failure. Rich people think big. Ecker breaks it down to simple math. How many people do you serve? If you own a corner store, you serve a few hundred people. If you own a franchise, you serve thousands. If you start a tech company, you serve millions. The byproduct of serving millions is making millions. Stop asking, how can I do enough to get by? And start asking, how can I help more people? Small thinking leads to being broke and unfulfilled. Big thinking leads to having both money and meaning. Lesson 5. Focus on opportunities, not obstacles. What you focus on expands. Rich people see potential growth. Poor people see potential loss. It comes down to a simple mindset shift. Poor people make choices based on fear. Their minds are constantly scanning for what is wrong or what could go wrong. They say, "What if it doesn't work?" Rich people take responsibility for the results and say, "It will work because I will make it work." They focus on the rewards. Ecker says, "Rich people see an opportunity, jump on it, and get even richer. Poor people are still preparing." If you wait for all the lights to turn green before you leave the house, you'll never get started. Lesson 6. Be bigger than your problems. The secret to success is not to try to avoid or shrink your problems. It is to grow yourself so that you are bigger than any problem. Imagine a scale of 1 to 10. If you are a level 2 person and you have a level 5 problem, that problem looks like a massive mountain. But if you grow yourself into a level 8 person, that same level 5 problem is just a small speed bump. Rich people don't have fewer problems than poor people, they just have a higher capacity to handle them. If you have a big problem in your life right now, it simply means you are being a small person. Don't wish for fewer problems, wish for more skills. Your wealth can only grow to the extent that you do. Lesson 7. Get paid based on results, not time. Never have a ceiling on your income. There is nothing wrong with getting a steady paycheck, unless it interferes with your ability to earn what you're worth. The problem is, it usually does. Poor people prefer a steady salary or hourly wage. They need the security of knowing money is coming in. Rich people prefer to get paid based on the results they produce. They own their own business, they work on commission, or they take stock options. They believe in their ability to deliver value. When you trade time for money, you are killing your wealth because time is limited. You can only work 24 hours a day. Rich people divorce their time from their money. Lesson 8. Manage your money. The habit of managing your money is more important than the amount. A common excuse is, "I'll start managing my money when I have some." Ecker says that's like saying, "I'll start exercising once I lose 20 pounds. It's backwards. You must manage the little you have to prove to the universe you can handle more. Ecker suggests to put 55% of your income into necessities, but crucially put 10% into a financial freedom account for investing only, and 10% into a play account to blow on whatever you want. Even if you only have $10, manage it. Put $1 in the freedom jar. It's not about the dollar, it's about establishing the habit. Lesson 9. Act in spite of fear. Action is the bridge between the inner world and the outer world. Affirmations and visualizations are great, but they won't bring money to your door. In the real world, you have to do something. The biggest thing stopping people is fear. Fear of failure, fear of rejection, fear of loss. Rich people have fear too. The difference is they act in spite of it. Poor people let fear stop them. Ecker teaches that you don't have to get rid of fear to succeed, you just have to tame the cobra. If you are willing to do only what's easy, life will be hard. But if you are willing to do what's hard, life will be easy. Train yourself to take action, even when you feel uncomfortable. Lesson 10. Constant learning versus "I know that." The 3 most dangerous words in the English language are, "I know that." If you are not as successful as you'd like to be, there is something you don't know. Poor people often claim they know everything, yet they are still broke. They stop learning. Rich people are learn-it-alls. They understand that the world is changing fast, and if you aren't growing, you are dying. Ecker quotes Benjamin Franklin, "If you think education is expensive, try ignorance." Every master was once a disaster. No one came out of the womb a financial genius. They learned it. If you commit to being a student of money, wealth is not just possible, it is inevitable. If you found these 10 lessons helpful, hit that like button and subscribe. Thanks for watching, keep reading, and I'll see you in the next summary.